Hi, this is Karnika. Today I shall be sharing with you some information regarding certain numbers which are known to be karmic numbers. Now, in a way, all numbers are good. They all have their good traits and bad traits. But there are certain numbers which have been considered and taken into consideration as though they have a connect with you, the person who is on that number, has some connection of your past life. And what is the connection? That whatever deeds that you had to finish in your past life, if you were not able to accomplish them or for some reason could not finish those deeds in the past life, then they are born on those certain dates in this life where they have come to fill up or pay for those deeds, or maybe good deeds also, which they have come for, which they need to repay back to the society. These numbers are number 13, number 14, number 16, and number 19. Now, nobody should get disheartened about this because all numbers have their own frequency and their own energy. But these numbers, what they all need to do is that if they feel that, because some people do not believe that there is anything like a past life. And they believe that whatever is happening in this life, and we have nothing to do and we don't even know anything about the past life. Fine. But in this life, in this present life, at least there are certain deeds that we can do good. And that is repaying to the society. Any way that you can do something for the society. Do something like what you call like a social service, whether it is helping somebody, creating moments for those people, or creating reasons for them to maybe move ahead or not be stuck in a situation. I mean, your help can be any kind which is related to doing good. So that anyway, if you don't believe in past life, that doesn't matter. We anyway are told that, and it is expected out of us, that we must do good karma. And good karma does not need to be done with an intention of just benefiting from the karma. Always a good karma should be done from the soul, from the heart, and not thinking about it also at all when you've done it. That is when you will call it a good karma. That you've done it and you've forgotten about it. And many people do that. It's not that everybody doesn't think of it. There are many people who do that. Now there's one more thing about I will be talking to you about master numbers, but there's one more thing about certain numbers that people are born on. Now we have 12 months in a year, and leaving 2, 4, and 8. Any person born on, you could say, the 1st of January and the first month of the year, so January is the first month of the year, would be lucky in some way or the other. Because that person has been born with 2 identical numbers together. 1st January, that means first, and whichever year they are born. They are slightly luckier than the rest of the people. So if it's anybody on the 3rd, that is in March, 3rd March, or it is 5th May, that means 5 and 5. If it's 7, that means it's going to go to your advantage. And if it is 9, 9, or maybe 10, 10, or could be 12, 12, till there. Nothing beyond that. It's till there. So the numbers that people are going to be born with on that same date and the same month, when they come to the same number, they are considered to be luckier than other numbers, because somehow the value of that number, the frequency of that number increases, the energy increases of that number. I am sorry I had to keep number 2, number 4, number 8 out of it. But the reason was because these numbers anyway do not give you a very easy time to pass. So anybody born on the 4th month, that is April, somehow though Aries is a very good sun sign, but the effect of number 4 will come to that person twice. Same way with 8. And 2, why I say 2? 2 is, there's nothing wrong in 2. 2 is a good number. But the problem with 2 is that because the 2 is the number of the moon, and the moon is not consistent, and it somehow changes its course every day or every few days. So in the same way, number 2, if anybody is born on 2nd of February, no doubt it's an amazing number, and February would be the second month of the year. But the thing is that number 2 is not consistent. Today you could be at a height where nobody could reach, and tomorrow you can come crashing down just because of the change of the moon's positioning at that period. So that is why number 2 is considered as though try to keep away from it, because it's unpredictable. So that is the reason why I said that number 2 could turn out at times in your favor, but there are certain times when it would not be in your favor. So if we say number 2 February, 2nd of February, you are carrying the energy of those two of that number twice. So if it has to, whenever it has to give you an impact good, it will give you a very good impact. But if for some reason, sometime it gives you a negative impact, it can hamper with a lot of things, your financial state, or maybe your health, or your emotional state. You could go into more depression. So that is why I say that this number 2 is slightly a number which usually people should not use much. Of course, anybody who's born with a number, you can't do anything about it. But it does have its traits, beautiful number. But it's just that that number fluctuates. So at times people have reasons of fluctuation in their certain days of the month. But otherwise, all these numbers are very good. And now I'll be telling you about master numbers. Now, master numbers are those numbers which come as a pair. For example, number 11, number 22, number 33, and number 44. It's only till here. These are considered master numbers. Now, most of them have a very good impact. Anybody born with on a master number, of course, you cannot say there's any 33 in a month or a 44 in a month. But we must remember that when we are totaling our destiny number, that is the date of birth plus month plus the year that you were born in, very often it comes to a number 33. And if anybody's by default date of birth, month and year comes up to a number 33, that means it's considered very good. For example, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, his number comes to a total of 33. So he is very fortunate, and that number does give him a lot of, it's like more in favor of that person. It gives more advantages to that person. Things work out easier for such people. So number 11, it does its own benefit. It gives its own benefit to anybody born on an 11th, on the 22nd. Not, you can't be born on the 33rd. So I said it, that goes for your destiny number. And number 4, 44, where the total could maybe of your entire date of birth, month and year come to 44. Now I'll explain to you about each number, that all these 4 numbers, that what is their advantage and what is the thing actually beneficial about these numbers.